How's it going, guys? It's Tucker Tuitions here, and today we're going to be talking about factorising brackets. Let's get straight to it. So prior to GCSE, we've got the definition of what factorising is. It's basically rewriting an expression as its product of factors. What does that mean? That means if I take the number 8, I can rewrite it as 4 times 2. If I had an algebraic expression, such as 2x plus 8, then I can see that 2x and 8 have got a common factor of 2. I take that out, 2x divided by 2 gives me x, 8 divided by 2 gives me 4. So that's how you work with numbers, this is how you work with algebra. A more specific example with that is, let's say we've got this expression to factorise fully. I look at the 5 and the 10. The highest common factor of the 5 and the 10 is 5. There's no other x's here, so it's just 5 on the outside of the bracket. I then open my bracket up. 5x divided by 5 gives me x. 10 divided by 5 equals 2. Then you write plus 2. Do not collect these two terms together. They're completely different. You cannot combine an x and a 2 together. If we've got an example like this, we've got x squared and minus 3x. There are no numbers that will go into this because we've just got 1 and then minus 3. But we've got a common factor of x between x squared and that's x. So x is the one that goes on the outside this time. And then we just use the indices rules. X squared divided by x gives me x. Minus 3x divided by x is minus 3. And then if I have a look at the next one, we've got both numbers and x's. So this time I'm going to look at my numbers first. I'm going to highlight them right here. A 15 and a 10. Highest common factor of 15 and 10 is 5. But now I look at my x's. I've got an x squared and I've got an x. Highest common factor of x squared and x is just x. So now that I've got my highest common factor out, now I need to just divide it. 15 divided by 5 gives me 3. X squared divided by x gives me x. Do the same again with the 5x. 10 divided by 5 is 2, so then I'll write my plus 2. But x divided by x is 1, so I'll just leave it alone. And that's it. Finally, what happens if we've got more than just two variables? We've got a 9 and a 6, so we've got numbers, we've got the x's, and then we've got the y's. So let's deal with the numbers first. What's the highest common factor of 9 and 6? That's 3. What's the highest common factor of x squared and x? That's just x. Highest common factor of y and y squared is just y. Now I open up my bracket and then I just do my division. 9 divided by 3 gives me 3. X squared divided by x gives me x. But y divided by y gives me 1, so I don't write anything else. I then write my plus sign here. 6 divided by 3 gives me 2. X divided by x gives me 1. And y squared divided by y gives me y. So I just write y. And then I close my bracket. And that's how you do it with the single brackets. So what you should do now, have a go at these ones. Have a go at these ones. Factorise them, pause the video now, and then after which I'll go through how to do it. Okay, so let's show what the answers are. So, I'll have a look at 4x and plus 8. The highest common factor of 4 and 8 is 4. And just because there's one x here and not on the other side, I don't have to factorise the x. So open bracket. 4x divided by 4. Well, 4 divided by 4 is 1, so it's just x. And then 8 divided by 4 gives me 2. It's plus 2. Then x squared minus x. I've got a common factor of x here, so I'll put x on the outside. I open my bracket. X squared divided by x gives me x. The minus sign is there, so I'm just going to put the minus sign here. And then x divided by x is 1. So I put 1 here. close the bracket. Job done. Now for C, I do the same as I did earlier. I've got common numbers, 24 and 8. The highest common factor of that is 8, so that goes out here. And now I deal with my x's. Highest common factor of x squared and x is x. I open my bracket. 24 divided by 8 gives me 3. X squared divided by x gives me x. And then 8x divided by 8x gives me just 1. So I'll write 3x plus 1 in the bracket, close it off. Now I look at D. And again, I've got different variables. I've got numbers, and then I've got x's, and then I've got y's. So, highest common factor of 14 and 21 is 7. Highest common factor of x squared and x is x. And the highest common factor of y and y squared is just y. Now that I've done that, I'm going to now divide it. So 14x squared y divided by 7xy. Sounds tricky, but do it one bit at a time. Numbers first. 14 divided by 7 gives me 2. X squared divided by x, that's just x. Y divided by y is 1, so I leave it alone. Now I write my plus. 21 divided by 7 gives me 3. X divided by x gives me 1. I leave it alone. Y squared divided by y gives me y. So I'll write the y, close the bracket, and I'm done. Many thanks for watching, guys. Please leave a like and subscribe onto the channel, and leave a comment down below if you're stuck on any maths problems. Part 2 is coming up very shortly. I'll calculate later. Bye!